Hi there, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm back again with yet more deck techs for MTGO. Please, if you haven't been here before, hit the subscribe button, get ready to hit the like button, and if you must hit the dislike button at the end of the video, please leave me a comment and tell me why you didn't like it. It's very infuriating when I see dislikes and I don't know why people didn't like my video, so yeah, leave me some comments, let me know. Anyway, back in Lord of the Rings land today, and well, you all know what you're here for. You're all here for Galadriel of Lothlorien. One red, green and blue for a 3/3 legendary creature elf noble that has two abilities. One, don't really care about. One, really do care about. So, the one I don't care about is the ring tempting one. Yeah, we get to scry. Woohoo! If we choose something else that's not the ring bearer, fine, whatever. The second one, however, I really do care about. Whenever you scry, you may reveal the top card of your library. If a land card is revealed this way, put it onto the battlefield tapped. Hello, we've got another blue-green commander that's going to ramp us quickly. Like this plan. Let's see how we make it work. Well, honestly, we make it work just like this. As usual, I do the land side of things. All the blue-green lands you can think of, I have gone Field of the Dead Fabled Passage purely because I wanted to. No other reason, I just wanted them in the deck. Forests are here, Hinterland Harbour, Islands are here. We have both the versions of the gates from the Battle for Baldur's Gates. We've got Manor Gate and wherever the other one is, I think it's further down. Sea Gate, there you go, they're both here. Load of other green-blue lands, but I will point out Quandric Campus because it does scry for 4 mana, so yeah. Another way of getting lands into play. Notice it's any land, it's not basic land, it's any land. I have looked at it, and yeah, we've got Temple Mystery. I am only playing 37 lands. I think there is an argument for playing 40, maybe 42 in this deck, so when you do scry, you can hit it. I think there are maybe 5 cards you may want to think about dropping as you go through it, but I'll point them out as we go through it, but I'm going to play it like this when I do it on the stream. Ramp side of things, not too bad. Tantalite, Soul Talisman, Soul Ring, Signet, and then Moss Diamond, Sky Diamond, and Talisman of Curiosity. We're going to be hopefully scrying into our lands, therefore we don't need to really rely on artifact ramp too much. So I went this way with it. So you're probably wondering what I'm trying to do with Galadriel after all talking about the land and the ramp for a little while. Well, unfortunately, great card. Love the fact that we can scry and then possibly ramp. So you've really got to look at scry triggers, card draw triggers, anything with scry on it, plus landfall. It's kind of self-explanatory. I mean, yes, there probably is a build where you can go through it and get everyone tempted up. I did look at it. I'll put a odd card in here and there that might do some tempting to help a little bit, but at the end of the day, I'm more interested in the revealing the top card, hopefully hitting the lands that are there. So I'll explain where I went with it. It's obviously opt, preordain, serum visions, all scry, all draw a card. We get to do all this. It's very nice, thank you very much. Along with Witching Well, because that comes in play in Scry too. And then the first of our landfall things, the offshoot, just so we can gain a bit of life. I thought that was a cunning plan for this deck, hence why I went with it. Moving on from there, Deliberate, slightly more expensive. Scry 2, then draw a card. The Prophecy also does it for us, which does help because, you know, we can choose a card name and cast that card and draw a couple of cards and then look at the top card of each player's library, which is fine. Got no issue with that. It's just, yeah, it's a 2 mana scry 2, and then maybe one of these 3 comes off, but not overly fussed. But as long as we get the scry, that's fine. Omen Speakers, one of our first creatures in the deck, that gets a scry 2 when it enters the battlefield, which I'm fine with. Sigil Starfish comes into play. We just scry it every turn when the summoning sickness is gone, so I can't complain too loudly. Going from there, Voyager's End, banked something, scry. Druid class gains us some life with the landfall triggers from the lands we're putting in, and hopefully we can get this up to level 2 quickly so we can play additional lands. Level 3, not so much needed with this one. Might be a useful win condition at some stage, but not so sure. Lotus Cobra gives us some more mana to cast things with, which is great. Season of Growth gets us to scry when creatures enter the spell, and whenever we cast a spell that targets a creature we control, we draw a card. The only thing we've got that targets one of our creatures is probably Voyager's End, so yeah, not really going to happen. Sylvan Carotid, just hexproof mana production. And then another one of the Lord of the Ring cards, because obviously if we're going to scry, we might as well try and abuse it. And we've got Arwen Undumble. Whenever you scry, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. 4 green and blue, get to scry 2. So, repeated scrying. But, we're scrying enough that we should be able to pump with the +1/+1 counters. Invasion of Prilea enters the battlefield. We get to scry 3 and then reveal the top card of our library. Hopefully it'll be a land and we get to have that. And then when it transforms, we get a 4/4 with Trample on Wall 2, which isn't too bad. And it's 4 toughness, 4 damage to deal to the invasion to get it flipped. So it's doable. Thrasios, Triton Hero, also makes an appearance because might as well play 4 generic mana and scry 1. And then reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land, put it onto the battlefield tapped or draw. Multiple lands might be coming into play. It's all good. Rest of the 2 drops I've talked about, so all mana ramp. 3 drops. Elrond, Lord of Rivendale's here. This or another battle creature in this battlefield under control, scry 1. If the second time this ability is resolved this turn, the ring tempts you. So there's a little bit of ring tempting. So we could get the trigger. Grey Haven's Navigator, 3 mana, 3/2, flash creature that scries when it enters. Mental's Guidance. We have some Planeswalkers coming up. We have a few... I think we have a few clerics and wizards somewhere. Haven't seen them yet, but they are here somewhere. And get to scry 1, then draw a card. So, yep, cope with that if we get to copy it. Oath of Jace, because I say we do have a few planeswalkers in the decks. We might as well scry each turn, which will help with the land hitting. Retreat to Coalhelm lets us scry when a landfall triggers, which is quite interesting if you hit a mana clamp in your deck, believe me. Same with Thassa. We get to Thassa, beginning of our upkeep, we scry every turn. Jace also, the Mirror Mage, lets us scry every turn. If we kick it, we get 2 versions of Jace that will let us scry lots every turn. So, nice. Azuzu, just so we can play extra lands if we need to. Dryad of Elysian Grove, so we can play another way of playing additional land. And making sure that we can always produce blue and green. Retreat to Kadzu gives us some life gain. Yeah, Scoot Swarm. Great card in real life. Sometimes in MTGO does crash the game. Be warned. Occasionally. Tireless Provisioner gives us some food or treasure tokens. Tireless Tracker gives us clue tokens. Courser of Crewfix gains us life when the extra lands come into play. Edric Spymaster of Trest. Trest still sounds like something that should be in Lord of the Rings, by the way, just so we're clear. But anyway, creatures deal combat damage, we get to draw some cards, thank you. Shardless Agent, just so we can have a little bit cascade fun and hit one of the lovely things down here. Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath, because why wouldn't you have Uro in the deck to play an extra land and draw a card? Lifecrafter's Beastery. Yes, whenever you cast a creature spell, you can increase its cost by 1 green mana, but it scries every turn. I mean, every turn. Stacking scry triggers with this deck can sometimes be problematic with Galadriel in play. Be warned on the MTGO. Real life, fine to do. Seni, Eye of the Storm, attacks Scry X, where X is a number of creatures, number of attacking creatures with flying. So in the whole, it will be 1, unless we've been really lucky and got our other one out from over here. Galadriel Guide gets us to Scry 2 when it enters the battlefield. Peregrination goes and gets us a couple of basic lands and then gets to scry 1 once we've put Sword and Wall out. Venture Forth is here just so we can get the land triggers going, really. This is I'm actually really enjoying this card, I have to say. Someone on my stream pointed it out to me a while back and I picked it up, and I think my green decks often have Venture Forth in it now. Just 2 mana, suspend for 3, and then just go and get any land that's near the top of your library. Yes, it's a bit of a gamble, but it's a good gamble 9 times out of 10. Elrond, Master of Healings here. Whenever you scry, put a +1/+1 counter on up to each of X target creatures, where X is the number of cards looked at while scrying this way. So in this deck, mainly 1 or 2. And whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it becomes target of a spell or an ability an opponent controls, you may draw a card. Whew, it's a lot of text. First half, really interested in. Second half, if it happens, it's good. Legolas, counter of kills. Well, we had to have Legolas around, didn't we? Whenever you scry, if Legolas of counter of kills is tapped, you may untap it. Do this only once each turn. And whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Legolas. Okay. Rashimi Eternity's Crafters also makes an appearance, just so we can get that nice little extra card draw, or play the spell if it's lower value mana. Willow Wind enters the battlefield. Scry is another flying creature, so works a little bit with Sunny. Another big creature that does fly is Defiler of Dreams. Makes our blue spells cost even less. Well, if you count paying mana, life instead of mana is even left. Apologies. And therefore, Defiler of Vigor is also here. Cast a green permanent spells. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Okay. Right. Green Sleeves, Marrow Sorcerer. Just another landfall trigger because I want to kill someone with badges if I can. My aim in life is to kill someone with badges, to the extent of which I am in the process of building a Green Sleeves Marrow Sorcerer deck. Yeah, you might see that sometime in the future. Anyway, Zendikar's Roll, another landfall trigger, give us some elementals, and Tati over Benthic Druid. Yeah, if you're playing a Simic deck, you really got to have this in here to get the extra card draw and life gain when you play a land. Interpret the Signs is just a big way of scrying. Scry 3, then reveal the top card of your library. Draw cards equal to that card's mana value. Okay. Elglith, Crossroads Augur. Yeah. Whenever you scry, draw that many cards instead of scrying. Anyone else see a problem with this? I can't really see a problem with this. Fair card, isn't it? Primeval Bounty lets us gain some life off the landfall triggers, or when we cast creatures get some beasts, or when we cast non-creature spells, get to put some +1/+1 counters around on the board. Oran Reef Hydra just gets massive with the landfalls, and Rampaging Balos just gives us lots of beasts to beat down with. Along with Avenger of Zendikar, play this out, get all the plants, make all the plants really, really big. I think the final card in the deck is Nissa, Steward of Elements, +2 to scry 2, and then look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card or creature card with mana value less or equal to the number of lords you count, put it on the battlefield. Yeah, it's just a cheap way. 3 mana scry 2, thank you very much, we'll do that. But that's it. That's my take on Galadriel of Lothlorien. Hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're going to leave me a comment and tell me what you think. And if it's bad, leave the comment anyway. Negative criticism helps me get better. But thanks for watching. I hope you hit the subscribe button. There's a link down below to my Twitch stream, so you can come and see me play this deck on Twitch at some stage soon. So thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you sometime. Bye.